Some songs that bring an entire chapter of your youth rushing back the moment the first few notes begin to play. They once filled the radio in your car, drifted from roadside diners, and followed you to prom nights and summer evenings you never wanted to end. What makes them even more remarkable is that many of these songs came from artists who reached the top only once. They didn't stay on the charts for very long, but they remained in the memories of millions for decades. Today, let's travel back to the late 1960s and revisit 10 one-hit wonders that all of America once sang along with before they quietly disappeared after their moment in the spotlight.
There to help them all that he can.
Number 10, Sky Pilot by Eric Burdon and the Animals. In 1968, as thousands of young American soldiers were heading off to Vietnam, and the evening news was filled with images of war, Sky Pilot arrived as a song that made people stop and listen. Rather than celebrating battle, it told the story of the military chaplains who offered prayers to soldiers before they marched into combat.
Tell them it's all right. He knows of their fear in the forthcoming fight.
The boldest part was its length. At more than 7 minutes, the song was far longer than what most radio stations were willing to play. Even so, a shortened version climbed into the top 20 of the Billboard Hot 100, becoming one of the band's last major hits. They never reached those heights again, but Sky Pilot has endured as a powerful reminder of one of America's most turbulent eras, proving that sometimes music could say more than the evening headlines ever could. Number 9, Reach Out of the Darkness by Friend and Lover. In the summer of 1968, as convertibles rolled down America's highways and young people spoke more about peace than war, Reach Out of the Darkness became the soundtrack of a generation. Its gentle melody quickly turned into the companion of hopeful summer afternoons. Few people realized that Friend and Lover had only one memorable hit. The song climbed into the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100, but what made it endure was its message. I'd like to get to know you. A simple reminder of understanding during a time when America felt deeply divided.
Don't be afraid of love.
After that moment in the spotlight, the duo quietly faded from the charts. But the next story is even more surprising, because one of America's biggest hits was almost completely without a lead vocal. Number 8, The Horse by Cliff Nobles and Company. It's hard to believe that The Horse was never meant to become a hit. It was simply an instrumental B-side, recorded quickly to fill out a single by Cliff Nobles. Yet sometimes the least expected songs become the biggest surprises. Disc jockeys across America began playing The Horse even more often than the featured song. From football stadiums to summer parties, its infectious groove spread everywhere, carrying it to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. It became the only major hit for Cliff Nobles and Company. But the next story is even more remarkable, as an artist forced to leave his homeland unexpectedly found the biggest success of his career.
If these songs are taking you back to some of the happiest years of your life, we'd truly appreciate it if you could take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue bringing back the songs that became the soundtrack of an entire generation.
Number 7, Grazing in the Grass by Hugh Masekela. Sometimes a song doesn't need a single lyric to tell a story. Grazing in the Grass proved exactly that. Its bright, carefree melody drifted from radios during family picnics and summer afternoons, becoming one of the happiest sounds of 1968. Few listeners knew that Hugh Masekela had been forced to leave South Africa because of apartheid. Living far from home, he unexpectedly turned this instrumental into a #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100, giving him the biggest success of his American career. Although he later became a world-renowned jazz legend, he never had another pop hit quite like this one. And after that joyful melody, the next song began as nothing more than a playful joke inspired by the Beatles.
Judy in the sky. Well, that's what you are.
Number 6. Judy in Disguise with Glasses by John Fred and his Playboy band.
Across your heart, yeah.
Some hit songs are carefully planned. Judy in Disguise with Glasses wasn't one of them. After hearing Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by the Beatles, John Fred jokingly came up with a title that sounded just as strange and decided to build a song around it. What started as a joke soon became a nationwide sensation, climbing to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. With its catchy melody and playful lyrics, the song became a favorite on AM radio and at teenage parties across America. John Fred never reached those heights again, but sometimes the biggest hit of a career begins with nothing more than a laugh. Number 5. Classical Gas by Mason Williams. At a time when rock and soul dominated the charts, an instrumental unexpectedly captured the nation's attention. Classical Gas had no singer, no chorus, just a remarkable guitar melody that painted vivid pictures without saying a single word. Few people knew that Mason Williams was best known as a television comedy writer before becoming a recording artist. Yet this composition carried him into the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the biggest hit of his career. Century later, Classical Gas is still regarded as one of the greatest instrumental guitar recordings ever made. But the next song has an even stranger story. It was turned down by several famous singers before finally becoming a classic.
And there's no need to take us down.
Number 4. Angel of the Morning by Merrilee Rush and the Turnabouts.
Angel of the morning, angel.
Not every hit finds its voice on the first try. Angel of the Morning was rejected by several well-known singers because its lyrics were considered too bold for the late 1960s. In the end, Merrilee Rush took the chance and changed the song's future forever.
Baby, just call me angel of the morning.
Her recording climbed into the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the defining hit of her career. It soon became a favorite for slow dances, filling dance halls and late-night radio across America.
Just call me angel of the morning, angel.
Although many artists have recorded the song since then, Merrilee Rush's version remains the one most people remember. And after this heartfelt ballad, the next performance will light up the stage in the most literal way imaginable.
Bring you fire. I'll take you to burn.
Number 3. Fire by the Crazy World of Arthur Brown. From the moment Arthur Brown stepped onto the stage, audiences knew they were witnessing something unlike anything they'd seen before. Wearing a helmet with real flames burning on top, he turned every performance into an unforgettable spectacle. That fearless stage presence helped Fire climb to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Its dramatic opening, "I Am the God of Hellfire," and powerful vocals made it one of the most unforgettable rock records of the late 1960s. Arthur Brown never matched that success in America, but the image of him performing with Fire still lives on in rock history. And the next song proves that sometimes the biggest hit of all begins with a young singer discovered by one of music's greatest legends.
Sing and dance forever and a day.
Number 2, Those Were the Days by Mary Hopkin.
Those were the days, my friend.
The first time Paul McCartney heard Mary Hopkin sing, he knew she had something special. He signed the young Welsh singer to Apple Records, giving her the opportunity that would change her life forever.
Then the busy years went rushing by.
Those Were the Days climbed to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the biggest hit of her career. Its nostalgic melody brought back memories of old cafes, lifelong friendships, and simpler times, making it an instant favorite on radios across America.
Live the life we choose. We'd fight and never lose.
Although Mary
Those
Hopkin
were
never repeated that success, the song has never truly faded away. And fittingly, our final story belongs to one of the most legendary psychedelic rock songs ever recorded, a hit born from a simple mistake.
Don't you know that I'm loving you?
Number 1, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida by Iron Butterfly.
In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, honey. Don't you know
It's
that
hard to
I'm
believe that one of the most iconic rock songs of the late 1960s was born from a simple misunderstanding. The title was originally In the Garden of Eden, but after Doug Ingle mumbled the words while recording, everyone heard In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, and the unusual name stayed.
Please take my hand.
The shortened single reached the top 30 of the Billboard Hot 100, while the original 17-minute version became one of the defining recordings of psychedelic rock. Teenagers played it over and over, turning up the volume every chance they got.
Come with me and walk this line.
Iron Butterfly never enjoyed another hit on that scale. Yet one accidental phrase was enough to create a song that has outlived generations, proving that sometimes one unforgettable hit is all it takes to make music history. That's the magic of one-hit wonders. These artists may have reached the top only once, but one unforgettable song was enough to become part of a generation's memories. More than 50 years later, these melodies still bring back summer road trips, prom nights, neighborhood jukeboxes, and the sound of an AM radio filling the room. Which of these songs still brings back the strongest memories for you? And if there's another late 60s one-hit wonder you think deserves to be on this list, let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next journey through music history.